Hello everyone, Ken here, and today we just got the new TechRod Encore update, and with it came new proto frames, new weapons, the liches, and this has been delayed and it was supposed to come out with 1999, but now it's finally here. So I will say I really do like the update, but moving past that, what I want to focus on are these two new unique dual pistols here. And so these are the dual Coda Torxica. I believe I'm pronouncing that right, but let me know if I'm not. So going over some base stats, what we have here are 25% crit chance, 2.4 critical multiplier, and then 28 status. And I know you can see that I have a 25% heat bonus, and I will tell you that this system works like Ergo Glast, if you know what that is. So you have a currency that you basically give to Eleanor, and then you can trade that in for a weapon. So these elements are set, but right now she is giving away 25.1 radiation. Whenever you max the weapon all the way to level 40, which you have to put 5 form in, then you can valence override, and you can only do this one time per weapon. You can valence override it, and then you can make it whatever element you want. So I made mine heat because that's what I prefer. And that's kind of how I got heat instead of radiation. So going into the build, we have our normal creeping bullseye for crit chance, and then we have our crit damage, fire rate, lethal torrent, multi-shot, and then we're going to build for viral. So we have viral and heat. Viral increases damage on health, and heat brings down armor by 50%, so it kind of goes together. And then we have galvanized diffusion, crosshairs for crit chance, more crit chance. We're almost we're in red crit territory, and then we have galvanized shot just for more damage. And so I don't want to waste up too much of your time here. I know you're very busy, so we'll get into these dual pistols. So 230 corrupted level uh, gunners, and this is without a cavet. And you can see these are absolutely disgusting. Look at that, absolutely disgusting. And these spores, see how it spreads, but it's not doing any damage, is it? And that's kind of the downside of it. But you do more damage to these ads that have the spores on them. So this damage is insane. And you also have to think that um, this isn't even maxed all the way or has a ribbon, so that's also something to take into account. So you can see it performs very good. Easily steel path viable. The one thing I do want to share with you that I thought might have worked and that maybe a lot of people might have not tried is secondary encumber. So I'm not going to put on Hornet Strike only because from secondary encumber you will get a lot of statuses, and then that status will kind of make up for the damage here. But I mean, you can put in Hornet Strike, it's not a bad idea, so feel free to, but I just didn't want to take off Lethal Torrent because I like the fire rate. So here, what I wanted to try was that secondary encumber. I actually got recommended by a friend to try it, and I tried it, but the downside to this is that if you say you get like a heat proc or a gas proc from the cold proc, the cold spreading, it doesn't do any damage. Or see, it does one damage. Look at that toxin proc right there. It's doing one damage, and this gas proc here, it's not doing anything. So a bit of a disappointment. Um, but I mean, you can't really win them all, I guess. Still very good. I really like it. I like the spread, but I do wish it did damage. So that's kind of just a little test of the Simulacrum. Just what I wanted to go over to show you guys kind of that encumber is a very good idea, but it just doesn't work. They think it's hard coded to really do zero damage. And so that's kind of what we're stuck with. But what I will say is that these are some nice looking pistols. I like the way that they look. And with that said, we will head into a conjunction survival and test these out against an acolyte and just kind of show you outside of the simulacrum and paused enemies. So I will see you guys there. So here we are in the conjunction survival. And I do want to mention that this build that I'm using right now is the deadhead build. This is not the encumber build. So yeah. Oh my gosh, they keep taking my weapon away. Jeez, can't stand that. Okay, let's go ahead and pick our weapon back up. So I do want to talk a little bit about the update, just while I'm showing you guys this. And I personally think the update is great. It's liches are great, and if you've killed a lich yourself, I think the boss battle is very well done, and the liches are very well done on just kind of like the antivirus mods, and just as a whole, I I do like the I feel like I like the other system just a little bit better, but at the same time, this system is great. But so you can see these pistols are just absolutely shredding, and it kind of reminds me of dual tox. They really are like a dual tox without having the proc incarnate, and that's what I really like about them. And you know that they spread the cold, because like these enemies just can't move. Like it's kind of like having my Nova slow, but you know, just in a weapon while I'm killing stuff, and it just absolutely mows through. And you gotta think that this is also a 25%, about the lowest that you can get. So that's also kind of an upside, and this is going to be even better. This is not even at its full potential. So that is something to look forward to. It's just gonna take a little bit of time, depending on, you know, how we get blessed with the percentage drops of the NPC, of Eleanor, not the NPC. Sorry for all the people that are dating Eleanor. But you get around 10 stacks, and depending on how many enemies you kill, you can get up to 10 stacks and just completely freeze them, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe, actually, I think it's only 6, because I only see a lot of enemies with 6, and I actually think it tops off at 6, and I didn't notice that. So I don't think you'll be able to get that 1.2 crit damage multiplier from them fully being frozen, but you'll still get a decent amount of crit damage multiplying from just 6 stacks. These are definitely my favorite weapons from the new update. Well, I can't really say that yet, because that new shotgun, that shockwave one, that also shoots the infested mites, called the Bass Assist. I really can't wait to see that one. I really like the unique stuff. I was kind of disappointed with the Hema and the like Tysis and all that, even though we don't have the, I mean, we have the Hema, but we don't have the Tysis yet. Just from reading the description, it didn't seem like anything changed. So I was a little disappointed in that, but that's also why I do like these dual pistols here. Just like the gimmicks. I don't know if you guys also like that, but I'm just a person that likes gimmicks. And here he goes with my weapon again. It's the only annoying thing about conjunction survival is I always doing that. And you can also see that this kind of has a nice, like, whenever you highlight an enemy, it has like a nice UI change in your reticle. So I thought that was pretty cool too. Seems like they put a little more effort into these, I guess you could say, than like the other Coda weapons, which I do appreciate that. So, look at that. Absolutely destroyed. And this is ribbonless, so imagine you put a ribbon on this. It is a one disc bow, but you'd still put a ribbon on it. You know, I would anyways. You never know, it could go up. And it'll do more damage. So overall, I will say very great weapon, solid damage, and this is not even a maximum investment build. So in terms of right now, this is maximum investment besides a ribbon, but other than that, it's not really maximum investment. And I'm not getting a lot of drops here, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make it to this. Maybe I won't. I didn't. Oh well. Go ahead and extract anyways. That's our. It's just our little test. Just want to test on the Acolyte, show you guys. But overall, I would say this weapon is a 9 out of 10. Definitely. The only thing I will say that's bad about it is that the spores don't do damage. So, you know, that's a little iffy. But other than that, cold is pretty good. It slows them. Can't really be too mad about that. At least you're getting some AoE, and I'm pretty sure maybe somebody will make a build or something will be found out that synergizes with the spores and they can do damage. But for now, really that encumber that I was talking about is all I really found that could potentially do damage, but even then the gas procs or the heat procs doesn't do damage. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, just my build and how I review my weapon, and hope I could help you guys build this and give it a shot if you're thinking about, what to get. And this is very solid, so I would recommend it. So I will see you guys in the next video. It'll be definitely over another Coda weapon. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.